Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Couldn't hear you.
Ah! That's it.
I'm sorry, I threw my phone on silent.
Oh wait, do you want me to start? Right, I should record.
No, I've turned it on to loud. So I'm going to get loads of texts about that stag do, so...
Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to the No Mat Forecast.
No Matt
The No Mat Forecast.
There's no Matt in this podcast.
The No Format. You know what? I've been thinking how I was going to say it in my head, and I knew it was obviously going to come out wrong.
That's better than anything you could have done.
The No Format Podcast. No, that is the right way of saying it.
It's technically the No Format Required podcast, but I've realised we've not been saying the No Format Required.
No.
We've just been saying the No Format podcast.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a new natural name.
The No Format or No Format Required or No Forecast Mat, whatever you want to call it.
It's episode 6. We might have made the decision. Episode 10.
My name's Charlie, and I'm here always with no man that... Why can't I get my words out today? The man that needs no introduction.
You stole that from me last
time. I know, I did. Because you mentioned it earlier, so I thought I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I thought I'd use that. But
steal it.
Mark, as always. So that's killed a minute of the introduction there.
Yeah. 29 to go.
Yeah. So, how you been, Mike?
Yeah, well, to be fair, there's not really a huge amount new with me since we last recorded. However, there's a massive amount new with you since we last recorded.
There has been. There is.
You've done at least 2 poos.
I have. Maybe even more, depending on...
Congratulations.
Thank you. No, as Mike says, I've ordered the new Formula 1 game, which is nice. That's one of the things that's new.
I've been talking to one of our mutual friends about that. You're not very good at it.
Well, that person, whoever that mutual... I think I know which mutual friend you're on about. And he's had many years' experience over me. I've only recently got into it.
Apparently, at one point, you didn't let him overtake, and then he just caused both of you to crash.
Yeah, that might have. And I think I've actually got the recording. I've recorded that. Oh, no, did he record it? I think I've got the... I'll have to show you, actually, the recording. That was, But, yeah, that's something separate. No, obviously, I've recently... Well, it's not obvious, like, for people that know me.
We have talked about it before in the podcast. It's upcoming.
Yeah, so, obviously I got... Again, I said obvious, it's not obvious. Yeah, I got married, and I've been on my honeymoon.
Nice.
So
and we haven't talked about this at all.
No, we haven't.
Because if you talk about stuff outside of the podcast, what the hell are we going to talk about now?
Exactly.
You did that for what, a week and a half?
A week on Monday we got back. Yeah, so I went to the lovely land of Mauritius, which is just off the coast of... Well, I say just off the coast. It's kind of near Madagascar. It's that small you can't really see it on a...
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have the foggiest where it was.
No, to be fair, I didn't either. I sort of... There's a few people into like Maldives and the Mauritius, but it's in the Indian Ocean. But yeah, I mean, it's that small. You can't really sort of see it on the northern map.
Very sunny.
It was their winter.
Oh, was it?
So like when we didn't realise that, so it was like, I mean, their winter. It's not like it's snowing or anything. It's like 26, 27 degrees. So, but there was one day where it just pissed it down all day. But other than that, it was. I mean, I got a bit of a tan. Not like as.
So just to paint a picture here. Because we're not a video podcast yet. Charlie sat here in a tank top and shorts.
I know.
He opened the door, sort of like thrusting some biceps in my face.
There's definitely no biceps after what I've been eating and drinking for the past 2 weeks. And I've actually got a white one of these. I should have worn that because white's meant to show tan. Yeah, but
one blue one.
I do have a little bit of a tan, but it's not the best tan I've had. Lauren just has factor 50, so. She's not going to tan anyway, regardless. But
from my experience, she just goes back to the hotel with my wife and puts on fake tan.
We were talking about that with another friend earlier about that specific holiday, about putting on fake tan and things. But yeah, so the weather was great. It was very windy. It's a very, very windy part of the island, and it sort of got dark by about 5:30.
Really?
Yeah, so it was 5:30, 6 o'clock. It was pitch black, which. Coming back here was quite, even though we'd only been gone for 2 weeks, it was quite strange. Cause,
suddenly seeing all the sunlight.
Yeah, I like light till like 9, 10 o'clock kind of thing. But it wasn't as humid as well, which is good because sometimes it's too humid.
I hate it when it's humid.
Yeah.
I'm not a good person.
No.
So
do you tan out?
I don't. I get like this.
Oh, do you?
I don't burn or anything.
No.
I burnt once in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we were on the honeymoon. Like the first day, it was like really cloudy, and I was like, oh, should have come at the wrong time, like slagging off the travel agent, and then the next day I burnt. So, but yeah, no, it was good. Like I would go back. It's a lovely island. The people can't do enough for you. Like little things like you get a taxi like opening the door for you, pull your chair out when you go and sit down, which I've never. You do get it at some places, but yeah, they're so friendly, and yeah, I've never been to a place where they're that friendly. If that makes sense.
No, it's lovely.
Yeah, so no, it's a nice island. A lot of history to it. I won't go into all that because that's probably quite boring if you've not been. But
I like the trip.
Pardon?
I liked the trip.
Probably we did a speed catamaran tour for like the day, which was really
What's
good.
that?
So it's like a boat with two hulls. So
2 holes.
2 holes.
You don't want 2 holes in a boat.
No, not holes.
Sorry, it's the accent.
Yeah, it is the accent.
Go on.
2 holes.
Holes.
And then a big, like, massive sort of engine on the back, and I got to drive it. Which
I
probably
saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lauren did do a video as well. Drunk. I was
might have been a
drunk.
video actually.
There were pictures and a video. To be fair. But no, I said
stalking you on Facebook.
No, I did say to Lauren at the beginning, I was like, do you reckon they'll let me have a go at driving? She's like, no. And then they pointed and they was like, do you want to have a go? So I was like, yeah, definitely.
Nice.
It was just like, steer it in between the 2 palm trees that were like miles away. But then some German guy had a go, and then after that, he sort of took over. But yeah, I'd probably say that was definitely that was the highlight, I think. The food was amazing as well. But one of the... this was like a la carte kind of food, but you got like 5 courses, so you were full up at the end of it, even though they were quite small.
All inclusive.
Yeah, well, it was all inclusive, but not everything. So like there was a sushi restaurant on site, but yeah, you got basic. I think it was like 900 rupees each towards the meal.
Yeah,
but then
that's what we had on our honeymoon. Not
okay,
but yeah, similar sort of.
Yeah, that thing. But I think it's sushi. It's always expensive wherever you go, isn't it? So, but yeah, then a funny thing that happened, we did a quad bike safari tour.
Oh yeah.
And it was a pretty shitty safari park. They had a petting zoo that consisted of a horse, some rabbits, and then that was it. It wasn't like you were petting a lion. It was quite a shitty petting zoo. And I'm pretty sure I'm sure there were guinea pigs there as well. But anyway, we paid thingy to do this like 2-hour quad bike tour. So there was like me and Lauren on one quad bike, I would drive, and there was another couple of friends, and then the tour guide. And it was like the park's huge, like it's huge. Like, I mean, we sort of went off a bit because obviously we had a 2-hour one, so we weren't obviously looking at animals the whole time. Yeah. And I think we were probably half an hour into the trip, and I saw the girl who was sat in the back of the quad bike in front of me started like doing something to her neck. Anyway, then I just felt this shearing pain underneath my lip. It's like somebody was stabbing the bottom of my lip. So I was like, whatever it was, I was trying to back my thing. Anyway, the guy eventually stopped, and I could just feel my lip swelling, my bottom lip swelling up. Anyway, it turned out I think we'd driven into like a thing of mosquitoes or something. Oh, so the woman in front, she'd been bit on her neck. Obviously, I'd been sort of thing on the bottom of my lip, and then Lauren had got on her top of her arm. But it was. I mean, I've been bit before, but it was painful. It was. And as we were going around, I could just feel my lips swelling up. I'll show you the picture. I mean, obviously, I can't show you the picture on here, but they took a picture probably 10 minutes after it happened, and you can just see my lip bloated up. It looks like I've had a lip filler. And I was like drinking. I was dribbling water out, and I was like,
you drinking anyway?
Well, yeah, yeah, quite messy. Then I was like panicking, like, oh, what happens if I've got malaria? And the guy was like, oh no, I get bit all the time. Like, it'll go down after a thing. And to be fair, he was right. Like, I think it was that night I actually went to the Japanese restaurant and it had gone down. Like, the next day it had disappeared, kind of thing. But Lauren's bite, like, it kind of, like, it was fine. Well, it kind of, she had a bite and then seemed to be fine. And the following week, it just all, like, flared up and shot into massive.
Like Quasimodo.
Yeah, massive lump. Yeah, she just had this big rash, but anyway, that went. So, but yeah, that was, it was quite funny, but yeah.
Funny looking back at.
Yeah.
Annoying at the time.
Exactly, yeah, because I was like, half an hour into a 2-hour trip, I was like, just in pain. And eventually the pain went.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've never, I've been bit before, but I've never, sometimes when you get bit, you don't even know about it, do you?
Yeah.
You just have the itchiness at the end, but I've never had like that before. God knows what we drove in the middle. I don't know.
I had a weird quote the other day in which talked to my Lauren's family and was talking about getting bitten, and I was like, I don't think I've ever been bitten in my life.
Never.
It's a weird quote to have, but I don't recall ever having bites over me at any point.
Really?
And then a few days later, I took my son out to a park, Shifty Park,
Mm.
and was wandering around. I was on the phone to Lauren at one point, and then suddenly the back of my leg's so much pain, and a beetle had crawled onto my leg and bit me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I squashed it and suddenly realised that it was a beetle on me.
God.
And then there was pain in my, it took a few hours before the pain subsided.
Really?
So there went my gloat about never being bitten.
Tempting fate, aren't you? See, I got bit down at a park near where I live, and I've been bit abroad and things, and I'm absolutely fine. But then I don't know what it was, but this bite, it blistered. I had a massive blister on the back of my leg from it, and it was like I say, it was just at a park around it. It wasn't like I was in Mexico or Africa or been thinking it, but I don't know what it was, but a massive blister on the back of my leg, and then it eventually popped, and I had like a scar there for ages. But it's strange, isn't it? Because you think like something like that, you think like you go to the Amazon or something like that, but not something's happened. You don't think there's anything like in England like that could hurt you, I suppose, like animal wise anyway. But yeah, but no, it was good. I did enjoy it. Definitely did enjoy the 12-hour flight. That's the longest flight I've ever done. But on the way there, we had 4 seats to ourselves on the back row, which was pretty good. That's
amazing.
We didn't have that on the way back. And then a 3.5-hour drive back from Gatwick. That wasn't.
From Gatwick.
Yeah. I went to Florida from Gatwick. About 4, 5, 6 years ago. And after that, I was like, I'm never flying from Gatwick again, just because it's like you pass about 4, like you pass East Midlands, you pass Birmingham, you pass Heathrow to get there. And I was like, I'm never flying from here again. And then obviously I have done. I thought I've never to fly. Yeah, I'm not flying from there again because it's not too bad on the way there, but you know when you jet lag.
Yeah, but you just want to get home.
Yeah. I mean, it was non-stop.
Getting there, you're excited about the holiday. 3 hours is nothing, is it?
Exactly, no. And then you're on the way back, you jet lagged as well. Because I mean, have you ever been on an overnight flight?
No.
I was going to say, can you sleep on things, but
no,
no. I can't. We had got these. What are they called? Like tablets from. I mean, you can get them over here, but the prescription, they're
like little sleeping drugs sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a natural one though. What's the natural? It's like a natural herb. That's a herb. I don't know. Oh, what? Melatonin.
Okay.
Melatonin tablets. Over here, for some reason, you have to have a prescription, but in America, you can buy them at the pharmacy. You don't need anything. So we've always had like we took a couple of them, popped a few of them on the way back. Anyway, but I think I got mostly got a little bit of sleep, but it's just trying to sleep in a chair, like it's just I don't know. People there like fast.
I'll be honest, like I can sleep in cars and stuff like that, so I think I'll be fine. Yeah.
See, I think I could. You know, if I was tired, I reckon I could potentially sleep in a car because you have a little bit. And then again, if you sat in the front and back, it's different. But just I don't know. I mean, I'd love to fly business class or something.
Oh, that'd be amazing. First class.
Yeah, like a flat bed. And I know some of the Emirates flights, like you can have like your own like room and you have a butler on the plane. And yeah, I mean, you get like a hotel the night before. It's included in all the ticket. But I suppose at the end of the day, you get there 8 or 9 hours. Okay, if you slept on the plane, you might be not as jet lagged, but you're never going to have a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it worth it for all that money?
Yeah, if you're a millionaire, if you're a millionaire, it's different because money no object to you. But yeah, so
I'm glad you had a nice time.
Yeah,
should we back up a little bit back to the wedding?
God, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
You actually got married.
Yeah, I forgot. the honeymoon's like overshadowed everything. But yeah, no, I think it was good.
Highlights of the wedding.
Yeah, that was that's top 5 moments. No, of course that was definitely the highlight. One of the funniest, I say funniest things that happened. I woke up the following morning with very hungover and 2 massive bruises on my knees. And I was like,
doing dirty dancing.
No, it's probably the first wedding in a while that I've not done the dirty dancing.
You did do dirty dancing.
Did I?
Yeah, at the end of the night.
I don't remember. Who did I do that with?
I don't know his name. It was somewhere.
Somebody I worked with. It might have been James.
He did dirty dancing.
Okay. Well, he's the one that I did the sliding along the floor to, like on your knees. I'd done that twice, and I was like, I didn't want to do it because I had a hide suit, and then did it twice. But I had 2 massive bruises on my kneecap, on my knees, like, oh god. And then like, it was on holiday, like we were like, obviously got my shorts on, swim shorts around the beach, and just 2 massive bruises on each knee. I was like, I do remember doing it, but I can't remember being in much pain. But yeah, no, it was good. Like we had relatives come over from America, and
yeah, it was a lovely day.
Yeah, it was, and the weather was perfect.
Oh, it was amazing because it was really sunny during the ceremony.
Yeah,
got ridiculously sunny. and then the clouds sort of covered up that sun during the photos, which meant it was a lot more durable to be outside. And also, according to your photographer, it was the perfect weather for it.
Yeah.
Like, he said, this is what you want for when you're taking all the photos.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it was weird because that week it had rained like quite a few days.
It was meant to rain on your wedding day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was looking up beforehand and I was like, oh god, it's meant to rain. And then the day turned out perfect.
Yeah, it was. It went really well.
Yeah, really nice venue as well.
Yeah, no, it was good. And then we had a few drinks after.
We did. Yeah, came back to Charlie's place. Me, my wife, Charlie and his wife now at that point.
And best man.
And we had a few rums while Lauren helped Lauren get out of her wedding dress. They're really difficult to get out of.
Yeah.
And my favourite highlight from that is Loz saying she wants McDonald's, nice, quick and easy, and Charlie doing everything in his power to order something fast food, and the quickest he can get something was an hour and a half, and determined to order it for us. I'm like, no, we don't want to wait an hour and a half for food, Charlie.
It was like 1 a.m, wasn't it?
It was. Well, it was later than that. I think it was about 2 at this point.
The thing is, though, we obviously wanted the fast food, but then we'd just left, there must have been a lot of them sausage and bacon cobs and all sorts.
I had some right at the end, yeah.
Did you? I didn't even have any in the evening.
There's loads of marshmallows left in you.
Was there?
But you're not seeing when you came back from your holiday?
No.
All the flums, where are they gone?
No, I mean, there was some in the sweet jars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we took them.
I had some every time I popped around to check.
Oh, did you?
I was like, you should have they're not going to miss a few, I'll take some of them.
We should have had them all, because, I'm not a big sweet fan, but Lauren was like, I don't actually like these, so you could have just had...
You should have taken them.
Yeah,
I'm full of regret.
Yeah, you should
I was trying to be subtle about it.
There was £1,000 missing that was under my pillow. I was going to ask you about that.
You did sneak around.
See, I think if it hadn't been... I was swigging a bottle of wine on the way back as well in the taxi.
Yes, you were.
And then I had the rum, had one rum, and then I think I had a sip of the next one, and then just announced I was going to bed.
I
just felt really sick. I was
literally all sitting there having a laugh, and then Charlie goes, I'm going to be sick, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And walks off. We're like, that's how cues are going. Have fun, Loz.
Which funny was, I got out of my suit, hung it all up, zipped it all back in the case, which I was quite impressed.
Yeah, it is.
And then, obviously, soon as I hit the pillow, I was gone, and then probably woke up maybe 4 or 5 in the morning, like Lauren wasn't there. She was in the spare bedroom because I was snoring too loud. And then the next day we were...
bliss.
Yeah, exactly. And then the next day we were opening our wedding cards, and I was just lying on the sofa, feeling sorry for myself, I'm going to be sick. And then my sister came round to see us, and then I was like, she was talking, I was just like, I need to go outside and get some fresh air. I actually felt like I was going to throw up. I was like, I think if I'd just left my drinking at the wedding venue, I'd not had the swig of that wine or the rums when I got back.
There's always something that tips you over the edge.
Yeah, and I think that was it. Because I think I'd been drinking beer. I'd had a couple of shots and stuff, but it were low alcohol stuff kind of. But I think it was
apple sour sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not. But did you have a hangover?
No, I didn't even feel tipsy, and I had not loads, but considering I don't drink that much, I probably had about 8. Well, I took a hip flask.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What did you have in it?
Rum.
What?
It was Dead Man's Fingers.
Okay.
So I drank all of my hip flask.
Were you drinking it neat, like anything, or Coke and
getting Coke?
Yeah. Good idea.
Topping it up.
Good idea.
And then I had a few beers.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing hit the side at all.
Okay.
And 2 glasses of wine as well. But yeah.
I wonder if it was. Obviously it was the kind of food. I don't know. It was like a barbecue.
It was lovely food.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I feel like I didn't eat as much as I should have done, because I don't know Wetherspoon's breakfast before, which filled me up. But I know Lauren had when they were getting ready, they'd had a
bird's cobs, hadn't they?
Yeah, and then they'd had a lunch. They got a platter of sandwiches as well. I was like,
my wife didn't tell me that.
No, yeah, they got a platter of sandwiches, and then like Lauren says, when we come to get the food, I think I ate some of her food off her plate. She was like, I'm just not hungry. But I did say to her mum and dad, you don't need that much stuff. But
there's a lot going on, and you sort of forget about eating sometimes.
Yeah,
there's so much happening.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was more like, I think I had a pint before the wedding. We met at the pub with my family, and then obviously went to the venue, and then I obviously had the ceremony and everything, started photos, and I was like, I just want a pint. I wasn't bothered about anything to eat. I just want, not because I was an alcoholic and I need alcohol, but I just thought I just wanted it, because everyone was there standing around with a pint or a drink or whatever of the drinks vouchers, and I was just like, I just want a drink. But yeah, it went well. I think everybody enjoyed themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
New York at the end, which was fitting in two ways.
As Peter Case puts it, booting the fuck out of
the
writing room.
Were we in the middle?
Let's stop the podcast for a second.
Yeah.
Right. As you may have just heard, we had takeaway delivered, which is actually for the previous week's episode, just to confuse things. We weren't expecting it that quickly. We was expecting it to arrive in an hour, and it arrived within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to stop this week's episode here and actually do last week's episode, just to confuse it. However, what we are going to do right now is we're going to spin the wheel and see what next week's episode is going to be. So here we are. I've got the wheel up. You ready, Charlie? What are you hoping for?
To be honest, I can't remember what's on the wheel, so...
Right, let's spin the wheel and hope it's not something like takeaway again.
Can it do it? Will it pick the same thing again?
No, it won't pick the same thing again. Right. The wheel is spinning.
Okay.
Spinning. I'm going to respin it because I forgot to record it. So you guys are listening at home. How do I record? Screen record. Record audio. Start. Right. Here we go. We'll go again. This week, or next week's topic is quiz time.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like next week's topic is going to be a massive quiz, maybe. We don't know what the format's going to be. We'll make a decision and we'll see you next week. Right. See you next week, guys.
See you next week. Bye-bye.